He has the confidence to use his feet, something we hadn't seen him. And there was only one place that ball was going. Fourth boundary for Shoham. That's one ball. It's important because I think this is a very good pitch to bat on. Now have a look at Jason. Have a look at Jason Mehdi Hassan. Release points much higher because it is taller. 1.26. Against the spin and is a loose shot. And if you bat sensibly, I think 300 plus is on this kind of a surface. It's just going back to the release points. It's high off the mark. Steady ball one. Maybe slightly fortunate there.
Probably a little bit
too close to cut also. He's lucky on that occasion. He had gone back and he's very lucky because there's no slip in play, so that was no danger of playing that kind of a shot. This is good. Picking up a boundary and then rotating in the crease. He's moved very nicely on 23 of just 22 with 4 boundaries. Already 7 fours in inside the 8 overs. It's good for Windies. Purely, if this player can bat on for a while, then they'll be looking to put a really good total that will challenge Bangladesh. Overall, within the first 10 overs, the Windies have generally not had the amount of boundaries that they would have liked in either of the first 2 one-day internationals. On this occasion, much more positive. The surface helping as well. Oh yes, only 2 fours and a 6 in the first 10 overs in that last match when they chased 255. Onto the bat, yes. Odd ball has turned. So it's important for the spinners to vary their pace. Have a little bit of variety in terms of bowling quicker. Taking that hand off, nicely struck.
Slow করে দিল আরে তোরা দর ভেবে তো বেচালার দেখাই
If you go on and play longer innings, you can always cover it up later on. But Darren Bravo has struggled. 27 of 7 of 43 in the last ODI. Then the first 19 of 51 deliveries.
Yes, that 19 of 51 was... And that single that he took, just showing the mindset change. And it's been at both ends. Positive from the Windies end of the power play. 45 for Windies end of the power play. 45 for 1.
পানির প্রয়োজনে আমরা আছি সব সময় আপনার পাশে। বাংলাদেশের সর্বাধিক ব্যবহারিক ট্যাঙ্ক গাজী ট্যাঙ্ক। গাজীর প্রথম, গাজীর সেরা। বাংলাদেশের সমৃদ্ধিতে গাজী গ্রুপ।
Captain playing his 200th ODI for Bangladesh comes on to take charge from the UCBN Mashrafi Mortaza, and it's certainly been a different UCBN Mashrafi Mortaza, and it's certainly been a different strategy from Bangladesh, not opening up with the two, not giving Shakib Al Hasan an extended spell at the top. So obviously they're seeing this slightly differently.
I know he also over Bangladesh. I think that's the strategy, to get the combination right. They've certainly tried different combination right at the top in the bowling department. It's because after 10 they're 45 for 1. Have a look at this. They've picked up 7 boundaries. Played that shot and got dismissed in that fashion. But since then, both batsmen, P.I. Hope and Bravo, looking pretty good. With Ajibat still will take it. Will take it because that went to the boundary. Good start for Mashrafi. And you talking?
P.I. Hope against Seam, you can see first shot with intent. Anything short was punished. Each fashion slightly wider where the dismissal happened, providing you lots and lots of facts and figures and all those illustrations. I can tell you, as I said earlier, we're not the only ones who are privy to it. There's analysts in both camps who have plenty of tools at their disposal. So we're talking about that first ODI, 19 of 51 deliveries for Darren Bravo, so he's been in player.
Start for Mashrafi Mortaza. He's given nothing away. Indies, on the other hand, has better one. So it's got better. And they can only hope it gets better and better from here on. And that's the problem for Darren Bravo. It sits up nicely, the ball coming nicely onto the bat, and to find the gap and put it away to ensure that they keep rotating the strike. The partnership 31 of 42, but this over has been very good from Mashrafi.
Had a look at the shadow shot Darren Bravo played. He was eyeing the area over mid-wicket. Almost the kind of shot he was trying to play across that.
Internet নাই অপরাধ না?
আচ্ছা, তোমার জন্য মিনিট, ইন্টারনেট সব।
এখন মিনিট কিনলে ইন্টারনেট ফ্রি।
বেশি দিয়ে চ্যাম্পিয়ন বাংলা লিংক দিচ্ছে 43 টাকায়।
See the intent from Darren Bravo at the end of the previous over. Now, obviously, there's no question of an LBW appeal, but you could see the stroke he was trying to play. He rehearsed it in his mind. Play that pickup shot, either the whippy shot along the ground or even in the air, there'd be runs for him. But it was premeditated and not the right delivery to Blue.
No problems for struggle to rotate the strike. It's important to find the gaps. You mentioned the number of deliveries he's batted throughout the series. He has another series. He has another on to 8 of 17. Picked up a boundary also.
Off the edge. Mashrafi Mortaza, conscious of the kind of strokes, kind of areas Bravo plays it to, just goes behind the umpire on the leg side and sends the deep fielder leg side and sends the deep fielder level with the umpire's square leg. Again, that half-hearted movement from early on in this innings. That's well bowled. That's really done. This is 2 balls ago. Just from Bangladesh, knowing that he's struggled to rotate the strikes, he's given nothing away. What they have done is that they've cut down on the room that bowlers bowlers have offered in the past. At times when he's played some shots. So once he gets any kind of room, and I was short on that occasion, Darren Bravo, he struggles.
প্লিজ সবাই শেয়ার করেন আপনাদের এখন 5 জন দেখতেছে 5 জন থেকে 10 জন হবে 10 জন থেকে সবাই শেয়ার করেন
হুররে ইফা থেকে স্টিক্স নিয়ে এলো টমেটো কেচাপ আর মশলা মাস্তির মজাদার স্বাদ ছোট্ট ব্রেক মজাদার স্বাদ ছোট্ট ব্রেক ছোট্ট স্ন্যাক
For 1. Skipper continues. In this series so far, went for a few in the second game. Magnificent in the first. 10 overs for 30.
Up 4 boundaries. 50 comes up for Windies in 12.2 overs. Good start from Murtaza, but he's got to get. Good start from Murtaza, but he's got to get moving along. Darren Bravo. His career strike rate is almost 70. Things drastically. You've got to make an effort to ensure that even though there are good deliveries, you've got to find a method away and just releases the pressure. If you can manage to pick up at least singles. But those sneaking cues when we came to the ground this morning. Friday. Very typical Darren Bravo shot. Very Brian Lara-like. But so much of Lara in him. Two, of course, related. Gone for the 2 runs in his second over. Finds that corridor, finds that channel, sticks to it. Doesn't give much width. Previous match we saw Shai Hope dancing down and smashing him over the top. Just playing his 200th ODI for Bangladesh, 202 overall. At the end of the 10th over, Windies were 45 for 1. They've only scored six runs. He's about to complete this over. It'll be 3 overs. That's 6 runs. Shot. Beautifully played. That should go to the boundary, and it does.
আজকাল আবদারে বড় বাচ্চারও পিছিয়ে নেই তবে কিচেন যখন গাজি স্টোভ তখন হরহামেশা এমন আবদার তো সইতেই হবে। স্টোভ একদিকে যেমন গ্যাস সাশ্রয়ী, তেমনি রান্নার লোডও নিতে পারে প্রচুর। গাজী স্টোভ।
Boundary after a while for the Windies after a decent power play. This was how he finished the previous over. Decent power play. This was how he finished the previous over. Absolutely gorgeous. How good was that? The follow through, the placement, and of course the time. Darren Bravo, be inspired by his partner. Not yet apparently.
Coming our way, boys. Coming our way, boys.
One big shot we saw. Otherwise, it's generally been nerdling around.
To rotate the strike, or boundary has come. But have a look at this. Very strong on the square of the wicket on both sides. So that's where Bangladesh, knowing that they must have discussed this over and over again, that way to bowl and which batsman, and then go and put back to ball and get to the non-strikers. And been difficult for Darren Bravo.
What that wagon wheel cannot possibly show you is all the dot between those few strokes that he did have. 19 of 51 in that first game. And he's gone. Cleaned him up. Now that was a for that delivery from Mehdi Hasan Miraj.
Yeah, trying to play a big shot, a little bit too close. You miss it. The leg stump gets uprooted. Bravo goes for 10. Windies 57 for 2.
এবারের নির্বাচনে কাকে ভোট দিচ্ছেন?
আমরা বাংলার বাঘ, আমরা সাহসী, আমরা ভোট দেব শান্তিপূর্ণভাবে প্রার্থীকে।
Samuels has got plenty of experience, the most in this Windies side, in fact, the most on both sides. Talked about under the bat. Length was a Yorker length, but the fact is that stroke was of a man who was slightly frustrated with his own performance. Might have hit against the turn and perishing. In slow motion, doesn't he? And picks him up. Yes, he gets himself a single in slow motion as well. At the end of 14, it's 58 for 2, the Windies.
মত একটি শ্যাম্পু, বেস্ট এভার ক্লিয়ার, নিউট্রিয়েন্ট 10 যুক্ত, যা দেয় জিরো ড্যান্ড্রফ, ননস্টপ। তাই যখনই চাই জিরো ড্যান্ড্রফ, আমার ভরসা শুধুই ক্লিয়ার, নাথিং টু হাইড।
Building up a nice little partnership, but Bravo, frustrated shot, got all over the ball and is clean bowled by Mehdi Hasan Miraj. But it's up to Samuels, talking about his experience. Run rate 4.14.
Us for this third ODI, the decider, the beautiful city of Sylhet.
Using them very, very well.
I think there's a touch of slowness in the wicket. I mean, that'll play right into Mashrafi's hands. nifty he is with the ball. Slower balls, rolls the finger over it.
It's one thing to have that support. It's also actually getting to do it, which he does so very well. His prowess, he knows his limitations. Just the control he has over the deliveries, and he reads the minds of the batters very well too. Hello. A bit of hard work. You've not been to the gym recently, so making up for it, are you, Tina?
Yeah, no, I thought, let me see if the hands are still taking the ball in nicely. You don't have to say that, it is a bit soft, yes. But the point is the catching.
Well caught. Stuck to it nicely and stumbled through. But yeah, it's been tied. It's a leg by signal.
ইন্টারনেটে নাই অপরাধ না?
আচ্ছা, তোমার জন্য মিনিট।
জি